All right, so BNB, the token of Binance. Everybody's talking about it, and this is the new talk of the town. Up, breaking out, up $856. But the fact is, it was, what is it? July. Beginning of July was 645. What is it? Why is it happening? This is what we're going to talk about. I honestly thought, like, why do I do a show on this? But then deeper and deeper and deeper we went in. There is a massive opportunity here that I think you should not miss. And if that sounds good, please just smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. My name is Fefe, and I bring you the latest alpha every single day here live. So let's go. Number one, if you're here, let me know. People saying Fefe, the money. The best. I'm happy. Good morning. Best off. I'm happy. When Fefe, now, I'm here. Smash the like, guys. If you're here, let me know as well in the chat. We're gonna look at a bunch of stuff, and also I actually have a giveaway prep for you at the end of the show, so you might want to just wait for that. Okay, let's go. So, most importantly, this is the BNB chart, guys. I mean, we have to face it. This is how the market looks, and even though the market looks like this, BNB is still on the month up massively, 27% on the year, 42%, even on the week, up 9% after this crashiness that is happening here. And the reason is because something is massively happening on BNB. Now, BNB itself, you probably heard about it. This is the token of the exchange Binance, and it's in their ecosystem. They have a bunch of cool stuff. They do have launch pads and whatnot. They do have a burning mechanism, so that's also interesting. They have this 4.meme thing that you can come here and kind of like pump fun. You can launch your own thing. And apparently, again, like I was completely unaware of BNB I wasn't tracking BNB at all. And if you look at this thing is actually popping off. Like there are tokens being launched, and it's properly working here, and the token reflects it massively. So if you look at it, so the token from June 22nd, which is about a month ago, up 40%, and everybody's wondering why that actually is happening and what's the buzz here. So I thought I'm going to come in here and tell you exactly what the data shows us, and then also show you two major opportunities that I'm going to take today and see how you guys can benefit from it as well. So number one, transactions on BNB chain have tripled since April. I mean, if you look at DeFi Llama, again, BNB might be something that not a lot of you are thinking about. But in April, the amount of transactions, the volume was 30 billion in a month. And in May, it was 104. In June, it was 170. And now we're sitting at 182 on July. Absolutely insane. Insane growth. What is interesting is that, again, stablecoins. And then I started digging in and I was like, okay, stablecoins, you probably use stablecoins. You transfer it on Tron, you transfer it on Sol. You don't really look at BNB. But apparently I'm wrong, because although the volume is not the highest on BNB, the most active wallets are on BNB. That means that the active addresses are 11.8 million on BNB. That means that, again, the volume might not be the biggest, but the most active stablecoin transactions are taking place on BNB. Partially because of the fee, the speed, the scalability, of course, the team behind, the reliability of the chain. So it is actually pretty cool. Another major announcement that probably pushed the price a lot is that there are more and more companies coming forward and creating treasury companies of BNB. So you can see the first BNB is entering the US public markets, and after CZ being sentenced for running an exchange with no proper legal procedures and whatnot for 4 months in prison, the first regulated NASDAQ traded company is establishing a strategic BNB treasury company, deploying $500 million. They're going to be the first regulated US company, again, deploying $500 million, which is, again, not really substantial. I mean, if you look at Saylor clipping billions and billions into Bitcoin and Metaplanet, it's not that much, but it's enough for the stock to pull a 400-500% in 5 days. CZ is posting this, and they're like, so there's obviously a buzz around Wall Street as well on treasury companies, and the company like Binance owning their own chain and having their token BNB is very much in demand. If you look at this chart, this stock is like dead. This is dead. And the moment they announced they're going to do this, it's up 500% almost. So it is kind of crazy. There are more companies, 500 million here. There is 500 million here. There is 128,000 tokens, so about 100 million here. So there are a bunch of different companies announcing treasury companies doing BNB. But this itself should not be enough to push the price. So BNB announced that a partnership with Ondo. The reason why I found this interesting as well is because BNB is, as we've seen, has the most active addresses when it comes to stablecoins. Ondo is all about RWAs, real world assets. When you're looking at real world assets, what do you need? You need stablecoins with real world assets. So the reason why this could be super huge, and not only for BNB, but also for Ondo, is because BNB itself is having most active wallet addresses on stablecoins, and Ondo providing the most advanced RWA infrastructure. Multiplying again could bring massive usage to BNB and BSC, the chain. And remember, this is what I said. Now let's go. What are the opportunities here? What opportunity do I see? Someone's saying still downside. I'm going to talk about the market in a second. What are the opportunities that I see? There are two major opportunities, and I'm going to take both of them. I'm not sure if I'm taking them today, but it is in my radar, and I wanna look at it, and I want you to look at it as well. One of them is PancakeSwap. So PancakeSwap is the major DEX on BNB or BSC, the Binance Coin chain. And why this is interesting is because, even though this is ranked as number 5 when it comes to FDDs, but if you look at the volume, let me see the fees. Sorry, if you look at the fees on all fees generating protocols, PancakeSwap actually sits at second. It's not just DEXs, it's everything. It ranks higher than Circle. It ranks higher than Uniswap. It ranks higher than Hyperliquid. It only doesn't rank higher than Tether by a slim, like 0.5 million, 500,000, and it almost overtakes Tether, which is one of the most profitable businesses on the planet. Now, here's the interesting part. The cake chart, although it's up, like it is up almost as much as BNB, it still has massive room to grow and is building up massive liquidity. On top of that, if you look at this, let me just bring this back here. If you look at this, the top DEX on ETH, Uniswap, has a 10 billion FDV, right? Uni token. Jupiter, Jup, right? The token, 3.8 billion FDV. I'm not gonna look at Curve necessarily. Hype, 44, but that's completely different. But PancakeSwap sits here at 1 billion FDV, almost half as Curve, and almost 25% of Jupiter, and about 10% of Uniswap, while generating much more in fees than these protocols. Look at this. Uniswap generates 4.2 million in fees, and PancakeSwap generates 20 million in fees. This is again the 24-hour, of course. Let me just layer in for 7-day and 30-day. 30 days, 454 million for PancakeSwap, and only 90 million. It's completely the reverse. So it made me think, and the reason why I think this could be a very good buy is because of this discrepancy between the FDV and between the FDV devaluation of the protocol and between the other DEXs, plus obviously understanding what BNB is doing. So here's what I'm thinking on Cake. The PancakeSwap has a token called Cake, right? So my play here will be that I'm waiting for this 50% retrace. I have talked about, we're going to talk about the market in a second, but I do expect a little bit of consolidation and a little bit of pullback here. But the moment we are going to get a pullback down here to the 2.8, and then have a reversal, I think this is an incredible buy down here at 2.8. I genuinely think that. Stop loss would be down 2.5, and then I believe that this should hold even if we get a dump from here. What would that be, at 15%? Yeah, I think this down here 2.5 should hold, so you can build up a position if you want. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna keep you updated. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the show where exactly I'm gonna do that. But I do think this is an incredible opportunity. The other opportunity that I think is worth taking is FLOKI. FLOKI is basically the main leading meme on BNB. They're also, it's a bit confusing because they're also on ETH. But they're one of the major plays on BNB. One of the major, like you can look at Doge. Like FLOKI is the Doge of BNB. That's kind of how you can look at it. Also, they are moving massively into the into BNB, and they are being the leading meme on there. They're going to have an ETP, which is like an ETF in Europe, launching very soon. It was supposed to launch in January, it didn't. So I'm keen to see when that happens. So there is a catalyst as well to come. And also the same comparison that I did with Cake and Jupiter and Uniswap. I mean, if you look at the fact that Doge, I would just take this out of the equation. Doge and Sheep should be out because they are the OGs, right? Pepe maybe as well. PENGU is doing real life use cases, right? So that's the reason why they're there. One of the main things that FLOKI is doing is the same thing. They have a metaverse game. They have a TradeFi product. Like they're properly building. Okay, so BONK is up here because of their new hype that is happening, which I'm shorting to zero. SPX, it was crazy. Yesterday I met with a guy who's like running a very big family office, and they're like, we're gonna buy SPX 6900 because our friend said it. I was like, completely mind blowing. But anyway, and if you look at FLOKI is sitting here with basically nothing at a 1.2 bill FDV. Comparatively to anything up here, it's at least a 2-3x from here, easy. And the token, I mean, the chart looks also incredibly well. So I mean, if I look at this and I go and pull the daily, I would start accumulating at 0.00010. 109, right? So 109 around here is the time, in my opinion, to start getting into FLOKI, and I will do that. So I will do that. I'm just waiting for a little bit lower on the market in general, but on FLOKI as well. And I think this thing can also run. Like I genuinely think, I don't own any FLOKI now, full disclosure, but again, I am going to start building a position on this and just going to run it up all the way up here. So these are the two opportunities, and whether you're early or late with BNB, I do think, although BNB actually have performed extremely well, I do think that these things can start rocketing, especially if you consider the fact that new treasury companies are popping up. And other than, like, I like the other chains as well. I'm not bashing other chains, but I mean, if you look at all these treasury companies on Cardano and all that shit when there's nothing happening, I mean, if you look at Binance and you look at BNB, you understand why a treasury company would be suitable for these companies. So I mean, it makes sense, and I do believe that this could do well, but I also want to take the leverage beta, which is PancakeSwap in my opinion, and FLOKI. So I'm gonna run into the news now, and I'm gonna do Q&A later. But I want to run through some of the basic news that you need to know from the past 24 hours, and I'm gonna also talk about the market. So a lot of people are talking about this. Fed chair, he's leaving. Trump said that JP is leaving very soon. We will miss him. Here's the thing: very soon in May. Like Trump has been saying this 2 months ago as well, that I might not just remove him, because he's leaving very soon. He's going to Stermanding in May, and I might not just leave him, you know. Frankly, what? Frankly, yeah, frankly, I mean, there's great people there. Okay, so anyway, he's not leaving. Everybody who's DMing me this, don't, because it's stupid. Money supply, M2 money supply, and China's M1 money supply is completely skyrocketing. Now it's interesting because, you know, we're monitoring the M2 money supply and money supply when it comes to risk assets. So we see a massive pump, and I know it's up only, but the flows show a different view. The flow, Bitcoin inflow 157 million, ETH inflow was like, oh my god, it's 500 million. Everybody's flooding into ETH now. It's only down 65 million, and I'll tell you what, this usually marks local tops. So as you see here, there are three. What is interesting is that this is the fourth consecutive Monday where we pump in the weekend and dump straight back in it. Now, here's what I'm believing, and I told you this. August is usually bad for crypto. And the ETH specifically, I mean, ETH has been horrible, except 3 times, right? So we will see what happens now, but August usually is not good for crypto. And you see all the tariff news coming out on 1st of August. So I would not be completely brainlessly buying here, but I explained this to you. I said that the local top is most likely, and I tweeted this. I made my point on this. And I made a complete update on the 𝗓𝗏𝗏 Club. It's right here. But I also want to tell you, if you want daily updates, like very short form, if you don't have time, if you just want to watch, you know, a 5-minute, 10-minute video and be up to date, this is the best alpha that you can get, the best channel, the go-to source for alpha. It's the 𝗓𝗏𝗏 Club. This is my trading channel. You can see it here. I do all the short form content here. I update you on everything. I do deep dives and whatnot. So go and check that out. I literally just dropped this. This video is down here in the description, and you can also see it up here. Cause has pinned it to the channel. Sheldon told you to buy. I mean, you can do whatever you feel like. It's again, I detailed all this here, but I also updated you on the Telegram. It's a free Telegram link in the description. You can get in there as well. So what's happening on the market? Let me just see who is where and what and how and what's going on. I'm gonna do a short Q&A. For the best alpha in town, thank you. Hit the like button, yes. Legend, the man with the money, yes. BTC Fi is an opportunity, yes. TJ noted, let's do a show on BTC-Fi. Have very good people to do that. We could even do an interview. My man, joining the cake. Let's go. I'm not buying yet, but I think it's time. Where is the Brett ranked? Also no listing. Where is Brett ranked? Also no listing. Mog, no. Tonic from Crow, no. Best update, then much appreciated the updated videos. I'm happy. This is what we do in the 100x Club. We just make sure that it's short, concise, so you don't have to spend a lot of time on these shows or any other shows. When do we continue the rally in your opinion? I think we're gonna have a week or two chop. I think that's what's gonna happen. Why AR pump? Because it's a great protocol. The whole month down, I don't know. I think we're gonna get a dip early, and probably in a couple. I think next week I'll be a buyer. We'll see. Time to body shame. Ciao, what's happening, monkey face? DJ Timmy, no, I wouldn't buy it. Late, but made to. Cheers, Fefe. Thank you. Shorts are going good already. Yeah, so I told you, like, everybody was laughing at me, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. I'm up $1,700 on these shorts. Don't disregard my pump position. I know. Disregard it. I'm sickened off it, but I told you I'm just gonna ape in. I have no stop loss. I'm just gonna layer in, and maybe it's completely gonna go against me, but we'll see. But disregard this. Yes, I'm up 45% on this INJ short that I gave you here. I also reasoned. I actually gave you all this. This is what I'm telling you. This was the show that I gave you on the 100x Club. I literally told you that I took the short live here together. So go and see that. But guys, I promise you I'm gonna do a giveaway. Now here's the thing, we have a partner on the channel here called 𝗫, a layer 1 or layer 1.5 chain. Absolutely incredible stuff they are building. Okay, I knew about 𝗫. I always knew about the token, I always knew what they were building, but I wasn't in depth with what they were doing. But this bridge solution, one of the things that they are building is called 𝗫 Intense. There's a link in the description, you want to go and check that out. They are building is not only a bridge that is working with literally every chain instantaneously on 0 fees. It's incredible. It's better than dBridge. But it also lets me to do gifts for you. So I can, if you have anyone who is not in crypto, they can literally sign up, do this in 2 seconds, and they can receive these gifts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be awesome here, and I'm gonna just copy this here in, and the first one first comes, you know, first come, first serve kind of basis. You can just click on that, and then you can claim this and sign up and try it out and see how amazing it is. It's $10. I want you, because it's almost 0 fees, I want you to actually test it. I want you to just spend the $2 or $10 to swap between things. You can just literally come in here. You can go account. You can go, you can go trade. You can just select the currency you want. Let's say I'm gonna do 60 here. You will see how basically no fee this is. I'm gonna go buy, I don't know, Solana. I'm gonna go max, swap. Oh, by the way, also no fee, all that you don't have in your wallet, all that shit. And then that's 60. And then I'm gonna go and do Solana to ETH. I'm gonna go max, swap. And then I'm going to, oh, because I had more Solana there. Okay, that's not good. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to prove the point now because I already had Solana. But you see, I'm swapping cross-chain. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I'm swapping cross-chain here with my fingerprint. You should never do the fingerprint stuff, by the way. I do it because it's just, I show you that you can do it with a passkey, but you should always use your wallet. Anyway, so I did this, and let's see if it's claimed already. I think people claimed it already. Of course it's claimed. You're very good. But here's the thing I'm gonna do. I have two $50 gifts, okay? One of them, what I'm gonna do, I do have a vlog. It's called the $1 Billion Hustle. I'm gonna pick one of these videos and I'm gonna comment it on the top. We're gonna pin it on the top. So if, let's say, I don't know if it's gonna be this one, but if you go down here, and it's gonna be like this, a pinned comment, okay, for in the next 30 minutes. So you have to be subscribed to be able to comment. That's gonna be one. And the other one is going to go on the 100x Club. So I'm going to, again, pick one of these videos, the previous videos and the daily updates, and I am going to pin it there. So the first come, first serves. I'm going to do this in the next 30 minutes, so you might wanna check that out. And yeah, you can just claim it and it's 2 times $50. KYC, no KYC. It's very nice, bro. I'm telling you, this 𝗫 thing is really, really, really amazing. Amazing. Okay, guys, truly appreciate you watching, tuning in here. Thank you so much. Make sure to check out this video. This is what I talked about, the market update and all that. Go and check that out. And also subscribe here if you haven't. I'm gonna be here tomorrow, bring you the latest alpha. And yeah, just enjoy your day. Don't get wrecked. Don't get destroyed. Watch the show to understand why and how I'm playing this. And yeah, the shorts be with you. Take care.